Hello and welcome to my travel channel. My name is Jetta. Today I'm taking you with me on the celebrity cruise that took place on October 14th to the 18th on the Celebrity Reflection, leaving from Port Everglades in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Before embarkation, I saw a really cool ceremony from the Port Everglades Sea Crew, I guess that's what you call them, for the new Princess Line cruise ship, the Sun Princess, and I'm going to add that video at the end of this video. This will be my second celebrity cruise. I do believe I am now a committed celebrity passenger. I like everything about the cruise line. It fits my personality and it fits the generation of cruisers that I am looking for. The population of celebrity cruises tends to be older generation. However, for this particular cruise, we did have a pretty good mixture of all generations, and that was also a good thing to see for celebrity as well. This is me just, I'm going to show you our balcony room, and our room was located on the 9th floor of the ship in the middle, right before the aft of the ship starts. I feel like most cruise lines have pretty standard rooms as far as space is concerned. However, you guys are not an expert, so please don't take my word for it. And I'm pretty sure there's other cruise lines that have either bigger or smaller rooms as well, depending on the type of room that you choose. Now, I'm not sure about y'all, but I treat every first day of every cruise and or vacation as my rest and do nothing day, because I typically wake up really early to take the first flight out of my state so that I can make it to the cruise. And I know it's a pretty taboo and controversial thing to do, to take the flight the same day of embarkation. However, I have been able to make it to my port so far, so fingers crossed on that. What do you guys do? Let me know in the comments. Do you leave the day before, or do you take the same day flight as well? Back to my point, I like to use my first day as the rest day so that I can be refreshed the next day and be ready for my vacation and or cruise. One thing I forgot to mention is I love watching the homes lined up at Port Everglades as you leave the port, and I like to see as we just pull away, and it's a sign that I can truly disconnect from the outside world. The original itinerary for the cruise was to be in Bimini, Bahamas and Coco Cay or Coco Cay, Bahamas. However, due to inclement weather at Bimini, it was switched to Nassau, Bahamas, which worked for me because I have never been to Nassau before, but I have been to Grand Bahamas and Bimini before. I thought I saw the Atlantis Paradise Island Resort in the background of where we were docked at the pier, and you'll see it in one of the pictures. Let me know in the comments if I am right or wrong. You guys, the port is so big. Luckily, they do have trams that run back and forth frequently. The trams do not take cash, but they do take tip, and I did tip both ways. I am not sure what happened to me this particular cruise. The first 2 days, I was just not feeling it. And you know, sometimes when it comes to vacations and trips, you're there physically, but mentally and spiritually, you're not there. So you guys let me know in the comments, what do you guys do to get yourself back in vacation mode and happy mode so that the trip does not go to waste? Because I was not feeling it, I did not take much footage, but I did take a lot of footage for the next port. By the time we got to Coco Cay, or Coco Cay, Bahamas, day 3, I was able to beat the funk. Woo! And it was indeed the perfect day. The weather was just right and not too hot. But I'm not sure what happened, you guys. I think I got sun poisoning because I broke out in rashes over my neck, my chest, my shoulders, my forearms. And it was crazy. Have you guys experienced the same thing? If so, let me know what you think it is, or let me know what it is, and what remedies have you used in the past in the comments. Back to the perfect day at Coco Cay or Coco Cay. This island is so big, I did not expect that I would need the tram to get around. I did try to do a tour of the entire island, but there is a hidden beach, and the hidden beach requires reservations for entry, and those reservations are extra cost to you, and they are adults, and it's an adult only part of the island. The cool thing is that the celebrity app does contain a map of the island, and also contains activities that you can do on the island. For the guests who may not have the app or who may not want to use the app, there is a pamphlet that's also provided to you. The cruise does offer lunch, and lunch is part of the standard meal package, as well as the drinks, which is part of the standard meal packages. If you have Wi-Fi or a drink package that you have added onto the cruise, like premium Wi-Fi or like liquor package, those are extended onto the island. The food was pretty much a standard basic Hispanic food and basic barbecue food. So for the Hispanic food, we have some flour tortillas, some cheeses, some meats, sour cream, guac, pico, you get the gist. For the barbecue, we have barbecue chicken, hot dogs, burgers, corn, etc., etc. For the dessert, we did have vanilla soft serve and vanilla soft serve swirl with chocolate. We ice cream. We had cookies, brownies, and fruit for dessert. One thing to note is do not leave your food unattended because the birds will indeed step on your plate of food and peck at the food and maybe poop on it. It's pretty gross. I saw it. Just don't do it. We parked next to the Royal Caribbean Symphony of the Seas, and guys, the Royal Caribbean ships are so big, it feels like they make other ships just look like they're nothing. But I did enjoy this day, and I'm glad I was able to get out the funk. The next day, day 4, was a day at sea. It was our final full day on the ship. I just compiled all the shows and all the entertainment that I saw while on the Celebrity Reflection cruise ship. What do you guys like to do on your sailing days? Do you guys like to lounge around and relax, or do you guys like to do all the activities you can? Also, what do you guys like to do on your last days on the ship before you return to port? I added a video of the main dining room because I just wanted you guys to see what the setup was like and kind of just see how it looked like as well. What do you guys like to do for dinner? Do you guys prefer eating in the main dining room, or do you prefer eating in the buffet at the Lido deck? I prefer the buffet, but I will go to the main dining room from time to time just to get a formal dining experience. But back to the entertainment. On deck 4 or 5, they had a mini show, and here are some clips. I was more fascinated with the mini bar area, or like the mini sitting area, where they had decorated the area with liquor and ice, and I'm not sure why. It's a little thing for me, but I just liked it a lot. I honestly don't know why. For onboard entertainment and activities, the ship does offer a lot, as I'm sure all the other cruise lines do as well. They had movies, they had bocce ball, they had golf, they had table tennis, pool volleyball, acupuncture, trivia, you name it. They also had a lot of activities for kids, but I was not sure about those because I did not have any children with me. We went to the comedy show starring Frances De Lorenzo, and she was okay. But yeah, we went to the 7 p.m. show, so I'm sure she had to keep it very much so age appropriate. So there were some jokes that landed, and there were some jokes that did not land because she had to keep it very PG for the kids that had attended her show. We also went to the Feel the Funk show, which was the last night on the cruise, and here are some clips. They had 4 lead singers, musicians, dancers. For the lead singers, ABBA from Philippines and the young African American man, I forgot his name, from North Carolina, were my favorite singers of the quartet. They also had a lot of dancing, and the clips will show just how full the theater was and how they interacted with the crowd and got the crowd out of their seats. It was a pretty cool experience. The next video is my last day on the ship. Again, I know I did a pretty bad job kind of showing you around the ship, but I will do a better job next month. But I just kind of wanted you guys to see what it was like as far as like how the ship was decorated from the Lido deck at deck 14 all the way down to deck 3 where the lovely red rose is and the atrium. Well, that's all I have for this month. Next month I will be sailing with Holland America, and I can't wait. In the meantime, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, here is footage of the Sun Princess, the newest cruise ship from the Princess Cruise Line. And I'm assuming this was their maiden voyage that took place on Monday, October 14th. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching my video. Please leave your comments below, and please subscribe, and please be ready for more adventures. Thank you.